There are those that claim to seek peace and order in this world, whose true designs are shrouded in darkness and oppression, while others dream of peace, but must fight every day to protect freedom and light.
Talk about having a moment. You know, I should definitely get my headphones fixed. That's for one. And for two, my bad for being extremely late. I got back from work and I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get some dinner. And then I got ooh, okay. Then I got lost with watching some adorable hedgehog porcupine videos. Don't roast me. I can hear it already. You said that you were supposed to be coming in at a specific time, and you disappeared. What happened? My God, my bad. Let me see. Okay, it is still up. I have 2 weeks, practically. Okay, so I'm not gonna go ahead and waste time. Well, I doth not come in on time, so we're just gonna keep going. Fate is like a mirror. Its strongest reflections are shaped by time. Also, hopefully everyone's having a lovely evening. If I didn't already say so, thank you for passing by. Forgive me if you just see me toggling with this also lovely cord. It's because the sound keeps going out and I can't hear Jack. So bear with me. Anyway. I will surely be practicing on my voice acting as well. Up to this point, I have participated firsthand in several sessions of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Those literary experiments treated language as an advanced game, weaving reality and fiction into an invisible web, ensnaring everyone present in a maze of words. Never before had I been so intimate with literature or thought about it so deeply. I was amazed by how words could so vividly express both playfulness and values, until that ordinary afternoon when a poet named Eduardo was reciting his new piece with refined rhythm, and Miss Octavia was discussing the state of Sao Paulo with me. No one noticed anything unusual about Mr. Julio's condition. Oh yeah, he did go kind of like, assassinate everyone. Just like you wrote in the Tin Soldiers of San Pablo. The greatness of Latin America lies in its richness, and from the richness comes misfortune, gnawed by insatiable greed. One's man's poverty is another's feast, suffering nourishes joy. They are like riverbanks clearly divided. This duality, this paradox, isn't it precisely the kind of question we should be posing through literature? The thought of bone against a hard surface interrupts her. Julio is banging his head against the wall. Not enough. Not enough? Oh, this is Julio. Not enough. It's not enough. Okay, anyway. Not like this. You can't grasp space and time. I'm still missing some essential language from frameworks and thought patterns. With our current language system, I cannot catch the ghost of time. I can only let it slip away from the tip of my pen. Mr. Julio, what's wrong with you? Unlike the panicked Octavia, the other inmates around Julio seemed unfazed. That wall is unscalable, Julio. I told you already. I can lend you some of my bandages from last week if you need them. For our permanently silent object, any form of narration is futile. In the end, you're just wrestling with your own shadow. What are you all standing around for? Can't you see Julio's hurting himself? Octavia is clearly flustered. Doris knows she must first eliminate any outside interference that might obstruct her ability to help. Miss Octavia, please calm down. Tell me, what do you see? Is that a question? It's Mr. Julio. He's hurt. He's bleeding. He tried to break through the mirror of language with his head, but it was actually a wall. By now, Doris has learned how to filter out the several embellishments typical of La Sociedad members in order to correctly assess the situation. Mirror or wall, it doesn't matter. Please, take a closer look and describe what you see, clearly and without embellishment. What is Mr. Julio's condition? His muscles are spasming uncontrollably, as if jolted by a cold electric current. His face is tightening, twisting like he's struggling against a silent force. His fingers are curling into unnatural shapes. Hello. His expressions keep changing. First pain, then panic, and finally blankness. Sounds like he's having an epileptic shock. It's a seizure. Anyway, perhaps I could offer some help. Guided by the sound of Julio's whimpers, Doris approaches and his head is bloody. Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him. Could you lay him down flat on his side? We have to stop him from hurting himself. I can use my arcane skill. Flashing lights could worsen the epileptic seizure. Does your arcane skill emit intense light? If so, I must ask you to refrain from using it. Octavia hurriedly retracts her incantation. She presses down on Julia's shoulder and lowers him onto the cold, hard floor. The doctor kneels quickly and gently turns the man to his side, preventing him from injuring himself any further. As time passed, Mr. Julio's convulsions began to subside, but his body remained stiff, his jaw clenched tight. I took a disposable bite pad from the first aid kit and carefully placed it in his mouth to keep him from biting himself. Eventually, the situation came under control and Mr. Julio's breathing stabilized. And there everyone went straight back to the gathering as if it were only a minor inconvenience. Now don't they care about their folks? Thank you for your help, Miss Erd. The doctor responds with a silent smile. You seem experienced. Was it a major part of your responsibilities in Sao Paulo? Yes. Saving others is my profession. Writing is a hobby. In my home, I am first and foremost a doctor. Miss Erd, you have my utmost admiration. As a doctor, as a writer, and even more as a person beyond any social categorization. You, a doctor who actually lived in the favelas, pointed the barrel at yourself before wielding your words as a weapon? Compared to you, I've achieved nothing of substance. All I do is wave ideals around, as if that's enough. Miss Octavia, I'm simply a writer who follows her curiosity. I'm afraid I'm not qualified to provide you with any concrete advice, nor am I as great as you say. You're well prepared for your vision. An ambition for modesty is such an essential part of writing. if you just demonstrated a skillful use of introspection. Thank you for your kind words, but I like to return to my room and think for a while. See you tomorrow. We're breaking free, we're sorry. Anyway, my bad. The idealist pursues his ideal to erect a magnificent vision atop the tower of literature. For those outside the tower, what good is that magnificence? Here I am, locked away in a prison, my words going no further than these walls. I even only have my life because of my wretched father. It was foolish to think that ideas alone could ease people's pain. Maybe we're no different from the heretics who were burned at the stakes in the Middle Ages. Perhaps only professionals like Miss Erd, doctors with real expertise, can truly save a person. Wait, but this prison does have a doctor meant to handle every kind of issue. His specialty is precisely in the mental field. But he's not just a doctor, he's the overseer of the prison. I once asked the idealist why the person in charge here wasn't a regular jailer or a police chief, but a physician. It's expected he brushed me off with some grandiose, idealistic rhetoric. But why has the idealist always seemed so opposed to the physician? Why can't patients like Mr. Julio, who are clearly suffering, be sent to him? Puzzles on top of puzzles, questions after questions. My head. Her sigh echoes through the circular building, and is soon answered by a chorus of other sides. I can't do this anymore. Ain't that a way to do it? Miss Octavia turned and walked away. Though she looked disheartened, I could still see the power of the unwavering force that drove her forward. What would that force be for me? Looking back, I too began to reflect on myself, to contemplate fate, that grand and irreversible force. Do you remember? Open it, reread it, witness firsthand the event that transpired within the desert. I'm going to scoop this down here. I think that this should be fine. It shouldn't get in the way. Do you remember? Unless it gets in way of the
Ladies,
words.
I must apologize for what happened back there.
Which it seems like it doesn't, so we should be fine.
We were caught off guard. There has never been a commotion of that scale before. I must report this to the physician.
I don't know who the physician is.
Don't worry, Miss Jailer. We made it out in one piece.
Thank you for your understanding.
Nothing about it. I remember.
Ordinarily, I would arrange to escort you to a safer location, but I'm afraid at this hour you'll have missed the last train. And the roads are icy at night.
I almost forgot. Everybody in the sailor was trying to jump us for a second because, you know what? Oh, this happened before because of you. Despite us, you know, never being there, and then the other girlie who's just kind of like always in her own space, kind of getting, you were trying to get everyone caught. Like, okay. Hearing this, Recoleta exchanges a quick but meaningful expression with her companions.
Vernon, we can't leave like this. We appreciate your kind consideration, Miss Jailer. But we still have some unfinished business here.
I also wish Recoleta was kind of like focused on the task at hand, which is not getting us killed. Just maybe.
I see. I'll arrange a clean room in a safer section for you.
Oh, well,
We'll
thank you.
do our best to ensure your safety tonight.
Don't worry, we can handle ourselves. They'll end up in that ocean of water. For all I care. Night falls as the girls huddle together, scrutinizing their unfamiliar surroundings.
They actually found us a spare room.
Bleak, quiet, and somber. It's a cell like all the others. Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've ended up on the wrong side of the bars.
At least this time we're just here for the night. Not a full sentence.
Were we arrested before? Sonetta lets out a whisper, then protest.
Though this cell is quite different from the ones we've been in before. Not just the cell. The whole prison is unlike anything I've seen.
Write this down,
And
write
the
this down.
society they've been running here isn't some mere pastime. They're having real discussions about meaningful topics, even though the rest of the world has been cut off from them.
But we're still in an Arcanist prison. A place where conflicts and violence can erupt at any moment. Let's not forget that.
Hence the reason why they're cut off from the entire people.
Miss Jailer warned us from the start. These prisoners are mentally unstable and potentially dangerous. Miss Recoleta, with all due respect, we can't afford to see this place through rose-colored glasses. We'd be overlooking the risks, as we did earlier.
Precisely.
And with all due respect, Soneto, we didn't overlook any danger. At least I didn't. A writer must be observant if she is to accurately reflect the world in her writing.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna be able to make a world if you're like 6 feet under.
But
We came here with different goals. And still, none of them have been accomplished. I suggest we focus on our respective missions, instead of fighting with one another.
Apologies, Timekeeper. Miss Recoleta, I take back everything I said.
I hold on to it, but I mean, do you, I guess.
Don't apologize, Soneto. I'm at fault too. Sometimes I forget that words can be as sharp as swords. You were only thinking about our safety. I shouldn't have been so rude.
You know, I wish that's how arguments actually work in real life.
I actually really admire how you fought back there. If you'd allow me, I'd like to write a poem for you, once my novel's finished.
Sure? Okay, her reaction is the same as mine.
That's terribly kind of you. But honestly, I think we've had enough poetry today to last a lifetime. Let me know if you change your mind. By the way, did either of you see what happened to the Idealist?
Recalling the recent conflict, the indomitable girl finally hesitates. Oh yeah, who gunned him down?
The jailer told me she went back to the gallery once everything calmed down. She found nothing. No blood, no shell cases, not even a trace of the Idealist.
He just vanished into thin air? What, in the
Timekeeper,
poltergeist?
now's really not the time for ghost stories.
That part.
Do you mean that maybe the Idealist somehow managed to get out of there on his own? Or perhaps someone else helped him?
Hello, Enigma, how you doing?
Well, according to the Idealist and our jailer,
I'm doing
any
well.
inmates who are unwell will be taken to the physician. It's possible someone brought him there, while everyone else was shouting and running about.
Of course.
You're right. It could be that he's with the physician right now. I'm relieved. That was a sudden plot twist, but a visionary of his magnitude doesn't deserve to die in silence like that.
Is it? Hold on. That's a strange thing for that. I have no clue why. Hold on. Why is it? Da-da-da-da-da. Thanks for telling me. I don't know why. That's all I gotta say. Let's see here if I edit. Category. The category is, in fact, for some reason, despite me changing it. Okay. Okay. That should have done it. Okay. I don't know why. It has a habit of just like, I'll make adjustments to it and change everything up and nice and neatly, and it just be like, ah ha ha ha. You know what? I'll do like, I don't know, 2/3, 1/3. I don't. Compliments of it. Electronics.
To be
I don't
fair,
know.
the gunshot
Thanks for
was
letting me
quite
know.
loud, as was the ensuing commotion.
Good news, February 1999. Ooh, give me the goods. E.
Nonetheless, he couldn't have just died like that. I mean, the readers would riot if a writer were to kill off a character so abruptly. But you believe he's still alive too, am I right?
I've been dying to tell you ever since yesterday. Oh. What happened? She knows her words are merely a cover. She needs an answer, a real undeniable answer.
There's nothing that we can be certain of for now. But on a brighter note, we didn't come back empty-handed from our mission either, Soneto. We found Dr. Dorez's signature in the gallery. You were right all along, Recoleta. She was here.
But we didn't see her at the gathering. Could something have happened to her? Like with the idealist?
He's playable. Ah! Besides him betraying us, he's playable. There's no atom to my collection. My notable Smexy will be looking respectfully. Collection of men. Anyway. Huzzah! Oh, that is a... Let's go. Let's go! Know who we're saving for? Exactly.
Do you think she was also sent to the physician and never made it back?
I will be saving every single thing that I get here. Just so I can have them. I need to actually start being active on this game. I don't
This
have
is
any
all just
summons.
speculation. If we want to find the idealist, or Dr. Dorres, we need to speak to this physician first. Miss Recoleta,
Listen, you the trailer.
do you believe that the idealist could be your pen pal, Aleph?
You can go ahead and obviously do the little title thing, because I still don't think it's letting anyone send any links. Yeah, you could do the name, because it's most likely gonna ban any links. I still haven't figured out how to fix that to where like links are fine.
Whether he is or not, he's still my best lead.
That name touches a nerve once again.
Amigas, I've had this
Queridas.
strange feeling in my gut since we got here. Something is slowing us down. Now, to figure out what it is,
A silent fear grips her, like ripples suddenly appearing on a once still lake, unsettling, and it's quite disturbing. It's not in English. If you can copy and paste the name into it, I might be able to just copy the name. Because patch it's Russian to match the vibe. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I should be able to, because as long as it shows up in chat. Wait. Yeah. I should be able to copy and paste it in like YouTube. Reverse 3.3 PV. Oh, okay, I could do that. Sure. Okay, we'll do it after this. We'll probably do like a few. If we can finish this chapter, we'll try to finish this chapter and then we'll watch it afterwards, just to close up the night.
look, it's a wild guess, but just wait till I finish. It feels like everything happening in this prison is somehow connected to my novel. El auge y la caída de la
So around the
cordura.
end, yeah.
We're no strangers to wild guesses, and sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think. So this, the rise and fall of sanity. Sorry. What exactly is your story about?
That's where they're ready to announce the characters for the 3.0 update. Ooh. Any goodies? Or is it just more like, characters? Look at me to announce which of the 5 characters is coming out first. Oh, so is the guy there? That's the main question. Is the guy there? The question scatters the midnight gleam. Outside, moonlight spills over gray-white snow. I miss snow, honestly.
Nunca
It's gonna be
pensé que te
morning
interesaría.
and Monday. Okay. I think we wanted morning. I think. No, Luke ain't here yet. Boo! They're trying to keep us on the edge of our seat. Fair enough. I think it was, yeah, I think it's two out of the 3 that we wanted, so. Alright, we'll save up for that one, and then we'll save up for the next character that we want afterwards. I heard from some people he's gonna be after them. I hope so. I in fact do hope so. I want him. I want to see what he's hiding. I generally do.
It starts... Sorry, it's been a while since I told it from the beginning. A few years ago, I worked as a forest ranger. It happened in a desert town called Amalfitana, in Sonora, back in 1975.
Okay. 2 patient listeners watch the stammering girl waiting for the next part of her story.
You know what? Most people say the beginning's a bit hard to get into. Except for Aleph. I'm thinking of rewriting it. But if you like the sound of it so far, maybe I could read you the latest part I just finished?
She studies her reader's expressions, guessing madly at the responses. I'm probably gonna pull Moini and start saving for the high noise sentinel later. That's not too shabby. Honestly speaking, that sounds pretty. That's gonna pull look when we run. Alright, say less. I honestly think I'm gonna try to save up just for him. If I can get the other girlie that looks kind of like translucent almost, and transparent, then maybe I'll go ahead and get her. But besides that one, I really just want the guy. All the other characters kind of look basic. If I pull them, hooray! But they're not my main focus.
Please.
Oh my gosh, we're
Todo
bedtime
empezó
story.
con los datos de frecuencia de las cintas.
Are we bilingual or something? Because everyone be speaking in every different language, and we're just kind of like chilling here.
El patrón general parecía haber cambiado. Al principio, la investigadora de paracausalidad lo atribuyó a un error estadístico.
I will
Un
have to
fallo,
look at him
tal vez.
again.
Oh,
I
sorry.
definitely have to look at him again. I believe it's Morny that I wanted, because she reminded me of the gym characters.
But after a few days and long nights of meticulous calculations, that explanation only became less and less plausible. The odds of success and failure kept shifting, and the chance of repeating the previous result kept growing. It was as if someone had tampered with the rules and tweaked it to their liking.
Did they post extra art after the art that you showed me? Because I definitely did not follow them. Oopsie. When he's the one with see-through legs. Yeah, it was her and then the dude, Luke Battalion. Anyway, that I wanted. I'll probably get the one who looks kind of like Bubblegum Girl Boss type of vibe. But the other two is just kind of like,
She took her findings to Amalfitano, the town of nothing, as they called it then.
I'll probably check it out later. I find it hilarious this girlie didn't realize she was speaking Spanish.
Near the old
She's like,
looms,
whoops.
she met a blind weaver who spoke softly of an old tale. I heard a strange rustling at dawn,
The iron.
like a die rolling along a
my
wooden
God.
floor. Then the
okay.
morning light
We've seen it
dimmed
already.
and died. That was the last time I saw the sun.
It is still pretty though. It is
My
still
own
pretty.
hands were the threads I worked with.
Star. Oh wait, then we didn't see it. Did we? Okay, I'm still looking at it. I'm still gonna look at it because my brain be like, it be working until it doesn't.
The second time I heard the die roll, I was told the oxen in the field sank to their knees and never stood again. By the third roll, the fields were crawling with frogs. Plows ran over them, and some still writhed, squeezing themselves deeper into the cracks in the earth. The fourth time the die rolled, 10 dormice plunged into the sea in a strange sleepwalk, and 10 bears feasted for the last time before winter arrived.
Dun, da, da, not winter. That's actually an interesting little story.
Final
She got
roll
it.
of the die was cast in a cage during a duel. Before a crowd of eager eyes, the winner left with 10 pounds of gold, and the loser left with 10 flies, which fell on him to feast.
Cyberpunk Lab is not that far away. Agreed. If I get lucky though, I'll have a good amount of summons because I was trying to go ahead and get the little side quest and tutorial thingies done, and I was doing the events that I have never been doing. So I did get a good amount of astrites. I think I'm probably going to go ahead because today's my day off. Yippee! I'm going to probably pop in. I'm going to do some extra side stuff for here, and then I'm probably going to pop in for Withering Waves to play some more of the little events and just kind of like fly through them really quickly. I managed to finish Soul 3 and stuff, so a hee. I'll be procrastinating. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna get it done, and then it just keep piling up. Like, I have so many permanent events that haven't been done. So I'm trying to get those done, but I wanted to get the limited events done first. I finished like 2 of them yesterday. Don't roast me. I feel you judging. Don't judge. Just yet, okay? If like next week I'm not done with at least half of them, feel free to judge afterwards. But I'm gonna go hide in a corner. The quiet spreads throughout their cell like a rolling tide. It's something interesting from the community. What the community have to say? I'm listening.
Is that all?
Seems like it.
Well, there's more, but I haven't quite figured those parts out yet. Any thoughts? Anything. I can take it. Please, I really need some feedback. I wonder if the protagonist ever finds this Die of Babylon in the end. Oh, Vertin, it isn't a real die, it's just a metaphor.
Heartscar will release right after the Cyberpunk collab. Now, understand that I might just have to save up all my summons. Understand that I will be staring respectfully. If I pull him, I will be flying all around the room, without a doubt. Everything will be broken in half. Just cause I got me mans. Hopefully, that is not a rumor, but an absolute. We need our man Scar. This would be perfect. We got Igor for one, and then we got Scar for the other. Like, come on. Be perfect for both sides. Anyway.
Oh, I see.
Let me calm down.
I must have missed that.
Let me calm down.
Sorry. Still, it's a beautiful story. Sad, but beautiful.
I want him. They better not be getting our hopes up high just for us to be let down. I will be jumping people.
The story is still too obscure, isn't it?
To go now, but I might be back later. Okay, bye-bye.
Alex warned me about this.
Bye-bye. Thank
In
you
our
for
last
joining.
correspondence, he suggested adding the Blind Weaver to shed light on the hidden theme. It helped at first, but even with a sage advice, no matter how hard I tried, the plot just didn't seem to move forward. Feel stuck in that village with them, lost, dazed, isolated inside their small, disconnected moments. Something crucial is missing, leaving gaps between the characters and the scenes.
I feel like she needs to go back to the village.
Should I change the storyteller's perspective? Start a different angle? Or maybe rewrite the characters completely? What should I do?
Leave it how it is. Before the writer sinks into a swirling vortex of self-doubt, someone decides to push for something tangible.
Apologies, but you said your story somehow connects to what's happening here in the Panopticon. What makes you think that?
It's a strange feeling. Like everything here belongs to a dream I once had. Only I can't remember it.
Do you mean that you have a sense of déjà vu?
I've been in this place before.
It's nothing to worry about. Our psychiatrist friend Kakania told me those moments are often the result of a dysfunctional connection between two parts of the brain. Like a little glitch in our heads.
I'm gonna be honest with how many times I get deja vu. Gonna have to give me a bit more, than that.
No, it's nothing like deja vu.
The storyteller snaps back, politely agitated.
Deja vu is a single moment, a specific situation. But here it's everything.
That's not exactly
La
deja vu.
Sociedad, the rules, the idealist, even the incidents in the gallery. Each one unfolds in a similar pattern, like the grooves on a record, telling a story I feel I've listened to before.
I feel like deja vu is if you feel like you have already relived a certain part or a certain situation in your lifetime, no? Which wouldn't be like, oh no, I dropped an egg, and then you'd be like, oh no, I dropped an egg. No, it's gonna be like, Like, it could be an entire hour worth, or it could be 5 seconds. Like, it doesn't have to be just one specific thing.
Amalfitano and Comala. They're two sides of that same record, playing out the same tune. Whatever happens in my story seems to be happening here too.
I feel like it's backwards.
I had that feeling when I met you as well, Miss Verton. At first I thought it was only an interesting coincidence.
But
You're much like the first character in my story. A traveler with a suitcase.
why didn't you tell that one? The girl rambles on, desperately relating to her characters.
But then I realized, the doctor, your Doris, she's like the blind weaver who lost her sight to the dye despite having always been faithful to it. And the jailer, she's the bank clerk who assisted the corporation in taking over the town in order to escape her past. And the idealist, he's the murdered donkey driver, and the dye of Babylon. No, mis queridos amigos ficticios. ¿Qué rayos les está pasando? Wait. Are you saying that everyone we've met here matches a character from your story? Like some kind of archetype?
She's writing them up into reality.
That sounds unbelievable. But then again, maybe you're onto something. You see the world through a different lens that none of us share. Not just the characters. The events here are mirroring my story too. Aleph, he's the only one who truly understood my story.
Okay.
If things are playing out just like my novel, then maybe Aleph is in fact still here. Are you suggesting that someone is controlling the Panopticon in order to make it follow the same plot as your story?
So Olive created a story to have her write down to make her get deja vu to be able to hide her true intentions, because absolutely no one will actually trust her that everything is happening that she wrote down.
That they've set the rules, started the poetry group, planned the attack on the Idealist, and tried to prevent us from finding Dr. Dores. If that's true, Miss Recoleta, it's very likely that the one acting against us is in fact Aleph himself.
Exactly. Recoleta never expected the chain of reasoning to unravel this way. She's
But
gonna say no.
No. How could that be possible?
Because he's the one who gave you the ideas. She interrupts only for confusion to creep onto her face moments later. My voice
Why?
cracked.
Why would he do this?
Tell
I
me why you
don't see any reason why he'd be connected. He's an intelligent,
That part.
cultured, and
That part.
profound person.
That's the problem.
Not a common killer.
No. I think you missed something in there. Most of the intelligent, cultured, and profound people are secretly a killer. Why do I say this? Because they're intelligent, cultured, and profound. The brighter they are, the more they can get away with things. Because they're just that smart. We're just overlooking, like, where we set the TV remote, you know. We can't find that, but they have already figured out how to pull a whole entire Home Alone situation out on us, you know. It is, you know. I will grab the remote, place it in a cabinet. The cabinet is going to have 2 bags of potatoes. These potatoes, when you find it, it's going to fall down on you. When it falls down on you, then the floor beneath you is going to cave in. And when you fall through the floor, beneath the floor, there's going to be spikes in water. And then afterwards, no one is going to bat an eye because we're going to have sharks down there. Sharks down there that only follows the trail of blood. With that blood, you go ahead and get gobbled up. They're going to just repair the floor, right? And then you just trail the sharks out and nobody will ever guess. I don't know where I got that entire idea, but I digress. That's why he can be reasoned to be the killer.
No. None of this adds up.
Remember,
I
Dr.
digress.
Doris was brought to Ushuaia by the Xeno rebels, and we know they're connected to Manus Vindicte. If this Aleph really is hiding Doris from us, he may be working with them.
Recoleta stares blankly for a time before clumsily shifting the topic.
Oh, my... Soneto. I didn't know you had such a flair for stories. Maybe you should join us and become a visceral realist too.
No.
I think you're only imagining things. Perhaps you were inspired by this strange prison? Perhaps we all need to start writing our own stories.
You know?
Come out now. Whoever's out there, speak up. How can we help you?
Who's there?
Scooby Dooby Doo. Oh, sorry. Bee plant plant, star mineral.
Straight to the point.
Sure do.
I like
Auto
that.
one. Okay, can click it.
Whatever you say.
Wait for the right moment.
I said hello.
I
It's
need
no
to
such
upgrade
job.
them.
Liberato dalla paura.
How welcoming.
Doink.
That's your idea.
Into the dark. Wait for the right moment.
Engage.
Break it.
It will be over before you feel it. You'll see it coming.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, just in case. It didn't take a
I
while.
am destined for victory.
I am destined for victory. I think I nailed it. I think I nailed it. Assign in merciless order of ideas. Tell me more. Tell me more. Arcane skills.
Easy. It's me, Garcia. We met at the gallery earlier.
Why are you following us?
Please, I come in peace.
Until you don't. How do you even find us? Recoleta pays no mind to the young man's explanations. Her focus holds on the woman beside him. Octavia.
It's you, Octavia! The murderer herself!
Since when?
Please, calm yourself, Miss Recoleta. The jailer has already confirmed that she wasn't the one to fire at the idealist. The shot came from somewhere else in the room.
She started becoming very irritated. Recoleta bites her lips, giving up a little space to the intruders.
Miss Octavia, what brings you here at this hour?
That part, because it's still like past midnight and we're trying to snore.
I come here out of goodwill. Believe me, I didn't want any bloodshed either. I understand you just arrived today. There's something you need to know about the inmates here.
Okay. The visitor's expression is wary and low.
We're outcasts, rejected by society and literature. And our privileges are limited within these walls.
Okay, we know this.
But before I started my own literature group, I struck a deal with the Panopticon authorities. If we cooperate and stay out of trouble, they'd leave us be. We could discuss literature freely and openly in Comala. Such a thing may seem trivial to you, but this is of immense importance to us.
Why should she come to us?
Oh, there's no happier thing in this world than discussing literature. No one should ever put limits on it.
Okay.
You're right, Recoleta. But we're prisoners here. There are certain rules we have to follow. Except, the idealist didn't see it our way. He refused to compromise, believing that the long poem and his so-called ism could break us free from the cage of the ever-watchful eye.
Perhaps he was right. You might have achieved more if you'd listened to him. After all, visceral realism keeps us connected to who we are.
I'm not to figure out the physician that actually landed the shot.
You have to believe in the truth of visceral realism. Because out there, beyond these walls, many of us still do.
And what has it changed? Garcia, you're the latest inmate here. Tell us, 3 months ago, before they arrested you and took you here, what has the visceral realism movement accomplished out there?
Besides them, Garcia, who had been patiently leaning against the railing, produces a metallic vibration on its grates. A rough paper roll burns between his lips. Is he smoking? That's illegal!
At first, it was revolutionary. Young poets joined in droves. We held gatherings. And the literary world seemed alive again. I was just a kid when the leading poets left the city. Everyone thought it was only temporary. But it didn't come back. And nothing has happened since. No one says it. But we all know. Visceral realism died in 1977.
Okay.
No, not for me.
But that's like the only
It's
person.
not dead as long as people still believe in it.
I believe in it.
Okay. She got that Jack Frost idealism right there. As long as you believe in the holidays, your holiday folks still are alive. Santa Claus is real. Wait, let me pull out Naruto out real quick. Just believe it! Okay, anyway, let me shut up. Octavia ignores the childish remark. She knows that conviction can be as fragile as a spider's web.
Belief, faith, what is this obsession with the true self? Why does your type always insist on there being a true self hiding beneath our roles in society? Our disciplines.
Look at the idealist. He never once stopped fighting for what he believed in, even long after he was put behind these bars.
Idealist, what a name he gave himself. Who will he be when he finally breaks free from the eyes of the central tower? When he is left without his willful audience? And nobody. That's what. And that is a truth even he is terrified of.
Miss Octavia, I hope you've come with something more important to share than just some criticism of the idealist.
Calm down, Bert, and let her cook.
You're right. I have an important message for you. Dr. Dores. I heard you were looking for her. The woman from the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence. She used to write under the name Erd, didn't she?
Yes, that's right. Do you know her? You're the first person I've met here to speak plainly about her. Do you know where she might be?
We crossed paths, but only briefly. I'm not sure where she's gone. Maybe the authorities know. However, she left this with me. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Ew, what is it? A novel? Octavia hands over her personal folder. It's a folder. Before they might open it, she has already turned to leave.
We have other matters to attend to. I'll leave you to your business.
Was my guy
Garcia,
smoking?
shall we?
Was he smoking? What was he smoking? The visitors leave in haste, their faces and expressions obscured by the night's shadows. The Foundation's investigators open the worn manuscript folder with caution.
The physician told me the horrifying truth about the Panopticon of Kamala and the power behind it. Manus Vindictae. By becoming the Panopticon's sole patron, they seized control of the resources and the allocation system, turning this place into a living hell. I suspect that the physician, the current highest authority here, is responsible for this situation. I discovered that the inmates were put through brutal training, even when they were too sick to carry out their tasks. They also forced pure-blood Arcanist inmates to wear their masks, effectively turning them into murmuring puppets.
Which ended up making them mad strong, but...
Just as we suspected. Manus Vindictae is orchestrating everything. No wonder we didn't find them in the city. They've been hiding here all along.
No one would have thought to come looking for them here.
They snap the folder shut. A familiar signature seen on the forward page of UTTU magazine, and the receipt found in Sao Paulo's heartfelt home.
But why would Miss Octavia bring this to us? What's in it for her?
Freedom.
Do you think she's trying to mislead us, Timekeeper?
Maybe. But the handwriting in that notebook is most certainly Erd's. If she's leading us astray on purpose, why? Miss Recoleta, what do you think? Could she be Aleph?
Nah.
Not a chance. Haven't you seen how she denies everything beautiful in the world? Aleph would never be so biased.
He just wanted you to be on his side.
No. Aleph is like a mirror. He reflects both light and shadow. But Octavia, maybe she hasn't looked at the shadow within for a long time. I know that look on her face. It's the look of a writer. I've seen so many like her during my trip. The faces of a lost, struggling generation.
Okay. That's it? Oh. We're back out in the snow. Under the night sky, Kamala Prison stands like a forgotten gravestone covered with fine, cold snow. Sitting in the mistletoe, underneath the mistletoe, over the mistletoe and through it. Woo! In a room repurposed from a prison cell, 3 girls in search of someone share an absurd, bizarre tale. Meanwhile, at the entrance of the central watchtower, a jaguar knocks on a secure door.
Dr. Merlin, I'm here to report on today's events.
Come in.
Okay, let me stop. Y'all probably not gonna even get that reference. I'm not gonna get that reference. Frantic writing breaks the quiet of the room. The jailer's visit does not deter the man behind the desk. He continues writing, wholly absorbed, as if each letter were filling the whole world around him.
There was a commotion in the gallery today, sir. An inmate known as the Idealist was severely injured. The inmates nearby said he lost consciousness from blood loss. However, after we put everyone back in their cell, the Idealist was gone. I made a sweep of the grounds, but there was no trace of him. It's possible that he regained consciousness and went into hiding. I'll perform a full search tomorrow.
Not necessary, I feel like he's gonna say. The Joker finds herself quite unexpected concealing the truth about Pablo.
No need.
Called it.
Sir?
He knew the consequences of breaking the rules, did he not?
Sir, with all due respect, I think today's incident proved just how dangerous it is to let the inmates keep their weapons. We never should have let them walk around with deadly weapons. Even if we had to, we should have doubled the guards. We can't expect them to follow their own rules simply out of fear of the central tower.
The physician interrupts her sharply, with no hint of concern.
Such matters fall beyond your purview, jailer. You only need to do what's required of your title.
So if she's the one that's on the hit list,
Is there anything else?
There is another thing. 2 guests from the Foundation came through today. They said they were looking for someone named Doris. They've shown a willingness to cooperate, though they were involved with the incident in Corridor Zero.
The sound of writing continues. Her report is disregarded. The jailer takes a deep breath. The next part is difficult to say.
Sir, there is one more thing. I told Miss Octavia we're short on rations, and she's adjusted the inmates' portions accordingly, but that won't last long. Manus Vindicti stopped providing supplies back in March, and Sino has collected all the prisoners they had previously placed in her custody. I just wonder why they have so suddenly withdrawn from Ushuaia and brought all the prisoners with them. I also noticed that we haven't received any orders from the government since Warden Tartuffe was transferred. In fact, we haven't had any communication with them at all.
Okay, hear me out. This is the moment that they can go ahead and team up with us, so they can go ahead and get back on. Okay, yeah. Get a few extra helping hands. We could use a jaguar with a handy-dandy sword to fight alongside us, I feel.
Sir, in frank terms, we're facing down a serious shortage of medicine, food, and basic supplies. At this rate, the Panopticon will soon be unable to operate. Where will our inmates go then?
The man before her says nothing for a long time. His pen still flickering over the page.
Can we ask the Foundation for help? They've sent their people here. Maybe they're interested in the Panopticon?
No.
I could arrange a meeting if you like.
You're unusually talkative today.
The man finally stops writing and looks up.
Pardon, sir?
That's fascinating, you know. You've become so much more concerned about this place and its inmates than when you first started. You are now dictated by your title.
Okay, so let me get this right. The physician is, what is her name? Mary? Sarah? Girly with the red hair. But now I'm pretending to be a guy. I'm telling you, that right there is Girly with the red hair that left the island. You can't tell me otherwise.
I didn't mean to overstep. I'm sorry.
You can go now. I have a great deal of work to do. Oh, and one more thing.
Because he's wearing a mask. He beckons Darla back before she leaves.
Make sure this month's Kamala Congress is held according to schedule.
Schedule.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anyway, go ahead and do your own thing. Go ahead and ask us for some help. You know. The Jaguar disappears beyond the door, metallic footsteps fading into the distance. Only then does the physician allow his suppressed frustration to surface.
How many times have I warned you about this? The Idealist has to go. He's nothing but trouble for us. You're too soft on him, Aleph. Look at the mess he has us in now. Calm down. He's a rabble-rousing thief, a self-destructive maniac.
Is he not?
A snake in the grass. He even stole the tea of Kamala from me. He's nearly ruined everything we've worked for.
The man angrily raises the once lost and now found die. And the dim rim flickers with a comforting glow.
It's only a die, Merlin. It does nothing more than a die can do.
Okay, hold on. Who's Merlin? Oh. It's giving Manus Vindictae because of the slime.
You were there today. You saw what he did. He managed to change the Panopticon with this die, even if only for a second. He'll ruin my work, Aleph. He's a slave to his passion. His head is filled with impulsive thoughts. I don't trust him. We can't trust him. I've done everything you've asked. Now it's time to do your part.
Oh no, just wait a little longer for me. Aleph responds with indifference to the physician's frustration, continuing his writing without pause.
Time's ticking down. I can't afford any further mistakes. No one can be permitted to stop my experiment in the Panopticon. I'll prove it to them. That we have found the path to the ultimate answer.
Should I be concerned? I think I should. Yeah, I definitely think I'm concerned. The antmill. Ooh. The truth is, no one can truly bend fate. I hate there's no battling. Give me some battles.
La cabaña con el techo azul estaba silenciosa como siempre. En un sueño fugaz, la investigadora de paracausalidad descubrió la verdad detrás del dado de Babilonia. Examinó cuidadosamente los patrones ocultos, como un astuto astrólogo rastrea los movimientos de las estrellas. Lo que pueda parecer errores o accidentes no niega las verdades del destino. Por el contrario, afirman su existencia. Solo pregúntale al gran Heráclito.
¡Heracles!
En un universo no observado, el dado de Babilonia gira perpetuamente, dictando el destino de todos en un tiempo que es tanto infinitamente largo como infinitamente corto. Mira, cerró los ojos. Respetaba la aleatoriedad de los números y el destino. Respetaba el juicio del dado. De lo contrario, se habría perdido sumisamente en los huecos del tiempo y bajaría para siempre como un fantasma en el olvido.
Okay. That doesn't give me any questions and answers for the questions that we get. In the solemn prison hall, under the half-light of the next day, the prisoners of Kamala gather. Adevia steps into the podium with a stern expression. Okay. What's she got to say?
First, allow me to make one thing clear. I had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to the Idealist yesterday. I swear it on my career as a writer.
Okay.
As you all know, the Idealist and I are the representatives of the two factions of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Américas. As you also know, we have been at peace since the Let Sleeping Dogs Lie agreement was signed a few months ago.
It's glitching. That's interesting.
Despite our differing views, we have coexisted to this day under the watchful gaze of the Central Tower. Rest assured that we will work tirelessly to locate the missing Idealist.
Don't put so much pressure on yourself, Miss Octavia. His death wasn't your fault.
And we're still gonna find him.
After all, he was the one who threw the first verbal dagger.
The murmurs cascading below reaches the ears of the prisoners from another faction. Oh, can't have nothing nice around here. And they're gonna go back and forth. I could just smell it.
Actually, show some respect, you morons. The Idealist is missing, not dead. I'm sure he'll show up in one piece before we know it.
Better face the hard truth now, Roberta. Though, I have to say, it won't be easy for you to find a no leader as mad as him.
Okay. A polite cough from the hostess pauses the heated debate.
Please, everyone, quiet down.
Everyone simmer down, simmer down.
According to the agreement, today's Congress should have been chaired by the Idealist. Since he is still missing, I will be acting on his...
And they're gonna not
Pardon
know.
my lateness. Go ahead. I'm ready to moderate.
Unfamiliar footsteps break the regular pattern of events. The jailer leads her visitors to the entrance of the prison hall. She reminds me of Girlie with the Rocket. Like her voice.
Miss Vert, I looked over the incarceration and visitor records from the past 6 months.
It just the only thing that's different is the fact she's not drinking alcohol.
There was no mention of anyone named Doris.
Then it seems only the physician knows the whereabouts of Dr. Dorez. Miss Jailer, we need to meet with the physician. It's important.
Listen, you really shouldn't take the inmates' ramblings too seriously.
Considering the identity of the person before her, the jailer softens her tone.
But if it's as critical as you say, I'll make another request later. That said, I'm afraid the meeting won't happen for at least a few days.
Understood.
For now, please join us for today's Congress.
Espectacular! Do you hold literary salons like this every day? This place is practically a writer's paradise. So, you're the host of the salon, Octavia? I say we set aside our differences and have a titillating literary discussion.
You've come at the right time. You may serve as witnesses for the Congress alongside the jailer, like a citizen's jury in a court.
Your suggestion aligns with the congressional rules. Very well.
Huh? Congress? Witnesses? Isn't
Yes.
this a salon? Which topic are we discussing? Literary theories? Schools? Principles? Languages? Oh, narrative perspectives?
None
yes.
of those.
Just hit her with a yes. Octavia lowers her head, giving her questionnaire a long and deep look.
This Congress is about the randomness of fate, Miss Recoleta.
Randomness of fate?
As she sinks into confusion and bewilderment, the jailer's voice raises into a triumphant introduction. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot with the characters that always just repeat the words that is spoken, that is spooketh, just to be like, and then I tripped down the stairs. You tripped down the stairs? I drowned underwater. You drowned underwater? I ate my bed. You ate your bed? Like, dear God. I'm sorry, did you not hear them the first time? Just ask again. Hey, can you repeat that? I don't think I don't think I caught it. Anyway.
Dear visitors from the Foundation, allow me to introduce the Comala Congress. What happened yesterday was merely a brief anomaly. In the Panopticon, spontaneous order among the inmates is the norm, and the Comala Congress serves as its truest reflection.
Spontaneous order?
She don't even know she was working for Manus Victor.
Yes. Through the Congress, the inmates assign and distribute medication, communal duties, and rest periods. They are entirely self-regulated.
Her tone is filled with pride. Okay. Tell me more.
I hereby announce the commencement of the 7th Comala Congress.
As the words fall, Octavia takes out a worn lottery box and a small trinket from her hand. The prisoners move in perfect order like a swarm of ants.
A cardboard box, and is that a paper die? It has 20 sides.
I'm not trying to dance too much because my headphones are gonna go out again. And I did.
We carefully examine hidden patterns, much like an astute astrologer tracks the movements of the stars.
Isn't this...
From somewhere in the audience, the girl unconsciously mumbled a revelation.
Isn't this just like the Die of Babylon? The MacGuffin that weaves through the entire plot? The infinite symbiote of fate? And the symbol that compresses time into a shriveled circle?
So who wins?
What may seem like errors or accidents doesn't negate the verities of destiny. On the contrary, they affirm its very existence. Just ask the great Heraclito. In an unobserved universe, the die spins in perpetuity.
Dictating the fate of all in time that is both infinitely long and infinitely short?
Look, I've closed my eyes. I respect the randomness of numbers and destiny. I respect the die's judgment.
If I push them over and stop them from saying the entire ritual thingy, like they're a bunch of domino pieces, you think it will disrupt the, the seance that's going on right now? As the prisoners recite their announcements, the author's voice becomes more and more sluggish.
Otherwise, we will acquiesce and lose ourselves in the gaps of time and wander forever as ghosts in oblivion.
Do you remember?
I don't understand what's going on. Oh, but the irony that I probably have more idea what's going on than anyone here.
Miss Recoleta, this is all in your novel, isn't it?
It's in your head.
I'm afraid so. The recitations, the references to an astrologer and Heraclito, they couldn't possibly be just a coincidence.
And from Olive, the Olive that you refused and think that is our enemy.
Then, could it be? Will they look to the die to dictate their fate?
Yes. The girl's audible shock does not affect the proceedings on stage. The Congress continues.
I shall perform the first roll. Its result will determine the subsequent roll order for this Congress.
The hostess tosses the 20-sided die into a cardboard box and begins shaking it rhythmically.
The result is 5. This check complies with the prerequisite conditions of the ruling of the die, and the standard roll order has been established. Inmate Jose, please come forth. You are the first in the initiative order. Therefore, fate's judgment shall fall upon you before all else.
It's the fact that there is like glitches in the words.
Me? Okay.
It's interesting. The prisoner steps forward, taking the fragile box in his hand, shaking it to roll the die of absurd fate inside. The die stops, and just like that, a simple number decides his fate.
17! It's 17! Ah, what a wonderful number! 17! Like an oasis in an endless desert.
And we got
the result is 17. And
moment.
the score combination, 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. According to the ruling of the die, he shall receive 60 risperidone tablets, 40 clozapine tablets, and 40 diazepam tablets. Additionally, he will assume the role of cultural manager of the Comala Congress. Before he takes office, inmate Jose must clean the first restroom for the next 7 days.
Wonderful! I'll gladly clean the toilet. I've got the brooms here, the toilet detergent, and the toilet brush too.
He sounds mad excited.
I have been waiting for this opportunity. As cultural manager, I will speak with every inmate and complete the Comala memoir, finally capturing the moments when literary sparks ignite and explode.
His voice was just fading out into the void. That is
next is inmate Eduardo. Please come forth.
The man in question is a nervous mess. His gaze flickers, his eyebrows fight for space on his forehead, and his teeth clash against each other in turmoil. Why is his eyebrows catching straight?
But I can't remember the ruling of the die. I can't remember anything. Damn it. Sorry, Senora Octavia, but I don't think I can do this. I didn't get any medication in the last Congress. I've had multiple episodes. It's like my brain's jammed or something.
Okay, well.
It's all right, inmate Eduardo. It's easy. You don't need to know the rules to roll the die. Give me your hand, I'll help you.
Yeah, you get luck. The prisoner follows suit, hands trembling as he shakes the box, the only thing he can do.
My sincerest apologies, inmate Eduardo. The die dictates that you must voluntarily descend into the sewers and write the thematic keyword that currently causes you the most anxiety on the walls.
I thank you very much, Miss Octavia. I think my head's about to split in half. I need a moment to rest before I head down there.
I feel bad for my dude.
And fulfill my destiny.
He is... No. Clutching his head, the prisoner leaves, his steps heavy, his hands empty, but his brow finally falling at ease.
Jailer, are you really letting them make every decision with the roll of a die? Eduardo is clearly in a much more dire condition than Jose. The medication should have been given to him.
As I said, This is how the inmates of the Panopticon maintain order. The physician periodically provides medication, food, and other necessities, and the inmates distribute them in this spontaneous and efficient manner.
Not very efficient, but okay.
Neither authority nor violence is involved in this process. This is what sets Kamala apart from all other custodial facilities.
Is that it? You abdicate all agency to the role of a paper die and call it the randomness of fate? What kind of sick joke is this?
Please calm down, Recoleta. This is the method that the inmates have collectively decided to recognize. They're prepared to face the possible sacrifices that it brings. This isn't about you or me. It's not our place to interfere with a procedure that has been proven both pragmatic and effective. My duty is to assist the inmates in maintaining order through the methods that they have established. And yours is to witness their self-governance, not judge it.
The jailer takes a deep breath, her words clearly meant to convince herself as much as anyone listening.
If everything somehow unfolds as it does in my novel, then every role is already predetermined. Virgin, do you remember the story I told you last night? The odds of both success and failure were consecutively multiplied.
Like, okay, can you not with the music right now? Like, everything is just going haywire, and they're like, you know what? I feel like you should just get a little shivering tempers, a little music up your spine.
I remember. As soon as a character
Why is it going this
experiences
hard?
a failure, they continue to suffer failures in an endless chain reaction. None of Eduardo's future dice rolls will ever result in a number higher than 10. At this rate, this system, this sociedad, ruled by the dice of Babylon, is bound to collapse.
And is. She looks around, realizing that her words, weighty as they seem to her, have garnered no attention.
Eduardo will never receive any medication. The moment he writes the keyword on the wall could very well be the moment he spells out his own death. No, I can't let this happen. I have to do something.
Oh, Recoleta rushes to the stage. Attention, all
Wait,
people!
Miss Recoleta, what are you doing?
Take a guess, actually. Take a guess, actually. Alrighty. The transformation of quantity into quality is the greatest realization of the method of exhaustion. December 1st, numbers 704, 733. Each person is uniformly allocated 1 dose of chlorpromazine and 1 dose of thalidomide. December 3rd, numbers 704, 710, 712, 730, 732, 733. Each person is uniformly allocated 3 doses of chlorpromazine and 3 doses of thalidomide. December 7th, numbers 706, 708, 712, 717, 722, 730, 732. Each person is uniformly allocated 6 doses of chlorpromazine and 11 doses of Veronal.
Few soldiers would appreciate the idea of taking orders from an accursed die. A skilled commander would never rely on luck to make decisions. On the battlefield, the distance for every maneuver should be clear and precise. Not 2 numbers with a D in the middle. Unless you're looking to invite a mutiny. That said, if a die with such power were placed in a soldier's hand, I'm pretty sure they'd roll it and let it decide their destiny.
Luck will always be on our side. Cough, cough.
Exactly. There's no good luck without bad luck. Just as a coin must have 2 sides. Luck essentially defines one's entire life. And whether it's make or break, life or death, the die will keep on rolling. Of course, dice aren't the only tools used to play with fate. Coins, lotteries, even shells on the beach can all serve the same purpose. Thanks to the randomness of fate, a Babylonian may rise to be a proconsul one day and fall into slavery the next.
Some tragedies could have been avoided, yes! Something that some people don't understand.
Well, that's where historians come in.
Or people with brains.
With a little creative editing of the history books, even the random rolls of a die can suddenly make sense. What were once avoidable tragedies are rebranded as reasonable incidents, or even desirable outcomes.
It should not be this relatable. But anyway, at least the roll of the die is impartial.
You're starting to sound like a gambler.
I just may be one.
But even gamblers, after hitting a hot streak or a losing spell, start to convince themselves that they've figured out the grand pattern behind games of chance.
Yes and no. If you hit that winning streak, we run. But I digress.
It isn't just gamblers either. Witches tried to influence fate through rituals and charms. Ancient mathematicians calculated probabilities on paper. Some even wrote books on game theory. Meanwhile, others suspected there were cheaters among them. I just hope these high rollers unite to confront the demon who holds the laws of the universe. The past, present, and future in its claws, and give it a well done and a slap in the face.
You're talking in circles today.
Haven't I always? It's just that today, the die rolled a peculiar number.
Oh my stars, no.
But all things considered, I prefer the other kind of commander. The die is cast. But regardless of what number has been rolled, it's time to cross the river.
Okay. Or we get to fight. Should I? Well, this will probably be our last one. On the stage, Octavia remains the picture of serenity as she orchestrates the Congress.
Miss Recoleta, as a witness to the Congress, you have the right to express your doubts calmly.
And humanely.
Listen, you...
That's not it. She recalls the complaints of her two former companions, the jealous dismissals, and the confused expressions of every editor she has ever faced. If she were to lay out every detail of her novel here and now, she would only get the same response.
No, it's nothing. It's just that I'd like to participate in the dice rolling ceremony. May I?
Of course. The very fact that you're standing here in the Panopticon proves that you share a common fate with it.
But... She doesn't need the medicine. Recoleta surveys the prisoners waiting to cast their die. Their expressions are serene, untroubled, calmly awaiting their fate. The joys and misfortunes of those before them do not affect the long, winding queue in its sway. She takes a deep breath.
It doesn't matter when I roll the die, since the rolls are simply a reflection of the randomness of fate, right?
Precisely.
Then I'd like to perform my role after the 27th inmate. Is that all right?
As you wish, Miss Recoleta.
I guess we went through 3 already, or something like that, so... Let's get into it, I guess. How are we battling already? Can we still talk about the Campbells? 6, a random enemy dies. A small game that examines your luck. Roll a dice every round. Different numbers cause different effects.
Más allá de...
That's your idea.
Concerning.
Vuelos de fantasía. Patrones ocultos.
I said hello.
Nothing happens. Okay.
Wait for the right moment.
En todos los momentos.
Did anybody get hurt?
It will be over before you feel it.
Do I have to do this?
Okay. A random enemy covers 20 HP.
That's your idea.
Okay.
Más allá
I
del
guess.
concepto.
Got your planner. Break it. Break it.
Nuestro adversario es el tiempo.
Break it. Break it.
I generally doubt anything serious happens.
Where's the
El camino a Tlon.
Into the darkness.
Into the door.
The story begins with a battle dance. You did this first. You died at last.
En la la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
Did I do it all for her? I reckon I
You
did.
see it coming.
Oh, okay. I'm running enemy cities 2 times. Cool. Okay.
That's your idea.
Wait for the right moment.
Más allá.
Party planner.
Liberato dal fratello.
If it does
Cosmología,
attack.
filosofía clásica,
Oh,
el
God.
fundamento del mundo.
We got something to protect us.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi.
Okay. Nothing happened.
It seems fate favors you, Miss Recoleta.
But we don't need
Here are
them.
your supplies. Please be sure to follow the distribution rules of the Congress. This is an essential structure of Comala, and a belief shared by all its inmates. Honor it.
Just as I suspected. These supplies belong to me now, Octavia. I'm free to use them however I please.
Okay. Recoleta strides towards Eduardo, who has curled up in a distant corner, clutching his head as his body triples in silence.
Here, Eduardo. Take them.
But I haven't fulfilled my destiny yet.
Sir.
These precious tablets and capsules. I can't accept them. They are gifts from fate. The die has placed them in your palm.
But we aren't even inmates. We are literally sane. We don't even need them.
But I don't need them.
Exactly.
You do.
Thank you, kind senorita.
Don't start jumping him now. The prisoner's trembling stops. He blankly pinches his arm as if trying to distinguish reality from dream. Then all at once he snatches the medication from her hands and shoves it into his mouth.
Eduardo, what's wrong? Are you taking the medicine right now?
No.
There's no need to rush. There's plenty of it. You can have it all.
Por Dios, Eduardo! How could you squander fate's gifts like this? Kind señorita, please, give me the medication. I need it more than anyone else.
Alright, so anyway, everything has now collapsed. Hooray!
No, I'm the one who needs the most. Give me the medication. I beg of you.
Roll the dice.
With the protection of these amulets, I might finally be able to get a peaceful night's sleep. No more trembling floors and wailing ghosts.
The prisoners shove and struggle, countless hands reaching toward the hapless rider, trying to snatch the small round pills of salvation.
Enough! Enough!
A blue glow spreads through the room, forcing the prisoners to clutch their heads and fall down to their knees. The riot comes to an abrupt halt.
You shouldn't have done that, Miss Recoleta. Your ignorant generosity could shatter the very basis of our survival.
She steps towards Eduardo, now writhing in pain, and picks up a few stray capsules scattered at his feet. The pills dissolve into a stream of avoided sand, vanishing as it pours through her fingers.
We have never had such chaos at the Congress. Understand this. We rely only on the randomness of fate to distribute supplies and assign responsibilities. If you disrupt the status quo, the entire system of the Panopticon will collapse beyond repair. It is only by respecting the arbitrariness of fate and adhering to the rules of the Die of Babylon that we have kept this place functioning all this time.
The Die of Babylon? Tell me, how did you know this name? Are you the one orchestrating this whole thing?
I'm sorry, this is why she's not a detective, because she's getting on my nerves, respectfully. Recoleta, equally confused and furious, grabs the hostess collar.
¿Podría ser? ¿Eres Aleph? ¿Tal como sospechaba Verdun?
No.
Let go of me, Miss Recoleta. Have you gone mad? The roll of the die is absolutely random. I'm not orchestrating anything. Before the Congress began, I made an oath. I intend to keep it.
Please, calm down, Miss Recoleta. I think she's telling the truth.
The fact that we're just standing there, she lets go of her grip as the reality of her situation dawns on her. Like, my main thing that's really irritating me is the fact that no matter that, like, we're just chilling here, third wheeling it, everything, and she is just, anything that comes to mind, she just immediately does. Like, she is so irrational right now, and it's just kind of like, you're in a prison. They can jump you, and no one will stop.
Sorry, Octavia, but please, you have to tell me how you learned about the Dye of Babylon. I must know. Only my pen pal and I should have any knowledge about this dye.
I heard about it from the physician. He described it as a symbol of collective consciousness that we could harness to maintain immaculate order in the Panopticon. The Comala Congress was coined, iterated, and perfected by the physician based on this concept.
The physician again. Everything eventually leads back to him. Just as we suspected.
Then we gotta check it.
I see.
Recoleta casts her eyes over to the silent jaguar who has remained wordless from beginning to the end, watching it all unfold.
Jailer, we have to meet with the physician in person. Now.
Anyway.
As I've told you many times, Dr. Merlin is too busy at the moment. I couldn't possibly trouble him over a novel and a pen pal. They are just fantasies.
Couldn't you make an exception? What if they're not just fantasies? What if they're tied to the very survival of this place? Miss Recoleta said the Panopticon could collapse because of the Dye of Babylon.
Are you seriously telling me you believe that nonsense?
It wasn't nonsense, nor are they fantasies. You saw with your own eyes how I won the die roll.
It was just a coincidence.
Let me do it again. The jealous words are at odds with the subtle motions of her eyes and face. The Foundation's investigator seized on a prime opportunity to apply pressure.
What if we present you with stronger evidence? To prove it's more than just a coincidence. If everything in the Panopticon proceeds according to Miss Recoleta's novel as she says, she should be able to predict what happens next.
Ooh.
Including the roll results of the absolutely random die.
That's right. The Dye of Babylon isn't random at all. It's nothing but a supercilious fraud veiled under the guise of fate, and an actor of the inescapable loop of history. And not one of you is paying attention to me whatsoever. Ugh, to hell with this era of ignoring unknown writers.
Don't worry, the storm will help with that.
Miss Recoleta, please make your prediction for the next inmate's die roll. This way, you can prove to Miss Jailer the irrefutable connection between Kamala and your novel, The Rise and Fall of Sanity.
I finally remembered its name! Oh, what sweet balm to my spirit.
Focus.
Miss Octavia, please continue the Congress and let the next inmate perform their role. Then Miss Recoleta's statement will be proven true.
Or false. The hostess of the Congress remains non-committable.
I appreciate the reminder. No matter the interruption, the Comala Congress must go on. Though not for Miss Recoleta's sake, of course. Next inmate, please.
Following the dice's designated order, next prisoner steps forward to roll.
Hello, inmate Garcia. You know what to do.
Of course.
Of course.
La sexta cara. Un pilar roto. El flujo de la fortuna y la calamidad. So the result of the next roll will be a 6.
Da-dum. Her prophetic precision plunges the Hall of New Encounters into breathless silence.
As fate reveals, the number is 6.
Yeehaw!
Just as Miss Recoleta predicted.
That could still be a coincidence.
Hi!
Do it again.
How you do?
La 13ª
You just
cara.
got back to the
Una
good part.
cadencia desconcertante, sin un verdadero principio ni fin. La cuarta cara. Un hombre que se ahogaba usó el último de sus fuerzas para nadar a la seguridad, solo para descubrir que había confundido un espejo con la superficie del agua.
Scrumptious. We're like trying, I guess, to free the people from madness being dictated, but everyone's like, you gotta understand, it's fate. It's the universe, and they're just kind of like, man, if you don't hush your buns.
La 17ª cara cojeaba hacia el distante oasis, solo para que la débil humedad y la inquietante quietud revelaran cruelmente que era un espejismo.
Anyway, so now she has to do like fortune teller and guess everyone's dice because nobody believes that clearly this is all made. You know, they already made everything out.
La sexta cara Otro pilar roto con grietas idénticas a la última. Confirmó la hipótesis de la investigadora de paracausalidad. Este lugar solía ser un edificio circular. Is that enough? I've almost finished the entire chapter.
It's not possible.
Wait, so that was just like all the people? One coincidence after another begins to stir into an uproar. The coincidences appear endless.
Who are you?
Who are you? And I'm so sorry. I'm
sorry
just the
if
writer.
This comes as a shock to you, but I did warn you, Octavia. Now it's proven. The Die of Babylon is anything but the so-called randomness of fate.
Have you been sent here by some god? Or are you a hobby prophet?
No, we're just your average novelists from off the boondocks.
Have you brought this knowledge to save us? Or to shatter our beliefs? Our world?
Now we're just kind of looking for someone, actually. If you just showed us to the person, none of this would have happened. A question doesn't never need an answer. She lets her eyes fall into the cardboard box and onto the 20-side die. The ridiculousness of this nature becomes starkly visible.
What is this thing in my hand? What are we? What is this prison?
Doctor?
I don't know if it's some kind of sorcery or arcane skill, but it's unfathomable.
Unfortunately, I don't think she's an arcanist.
I'll take you to the physician. Not because of your earlier request, but because the situation has escalated beyond my means. The overseer of the Panopticon will decide how to handle your situation.
To be honest, Miss Recoleta, I wasn't sure you'd be able to correctly predict everything.
She even doubted. That's crazy.
Timekeeper, are you saying that you risked everything on a hunch?
Yes. I like the talking cat. Right? The little jaguar. I honestly want her as a playable character, generally, because I would be interested on their take on her arcanist skill.
It worked, didn't it?
Come with me. Dr. Merlin's office is in the central tower.
For her part, the non-vindicated writer follows at the end of the line, letting her mind race like a bullet train.
En la sexta versión de mi novela, todos en el pueblo mueren a causa del dado de Babilonia. Porque solo la muerte puede cerrar el ciclo de la historia. Y carcelero, eres el empleado del banco, ¿verdad? Entonces, al
She does
final,
not know what you're talking about.
también sufrirás un colapso como el empleado del banco, cuando se da cuenta de que él y el pescador de dunas son la misma persona. If all of this is tied to the rise and fall of sanity, then, as its creator, I will get to the bottom of this.
Okay. I will get to the bottom of this. Proceed to play some outro music. Alright, well that's interesting. The boundary shadows and an astrologer glimpses an unspeakable truth. She's writing again. After that, I attended several more literary salons and wrote things I had never dared write before. Miss Octavia, however, never made an appearance. I didn't see her for quite some time. That was until I followed some prisoners to a large hall and heard her voice among a group of unfamiliar inmates. Look at the ego trailer. In just a second, we're about done. She noticed me and greeted me warmly. She told me she had been working on some new She told me of her hopes to gather more support, to improve conditions in the prison and initiate a spiritual shift toward realism and resistance. I truly believed back then that everything was heading in the right direction. Before all eyes, the host of the assembly, the idealist, steps up to the podium. By the randomness of fate, we have gathered here to participate in the Kamala Congress. Before the eyes of destiny, historians and astrologers alike, I now declare a new amendment. A duel before a crowd of eager eyes. The winner award 10 pounds of gold and a loser left with 10 flies to descend upon him. Before the Kamala Congress convenes, we shall assign 2 members of La Sociedad. This noble mission, a duel decreed by fate. So let us hear this the faint clink of a small object rattling inside a box. Jose, Julio, step forward and draw the sharpest blade of your literary thought. According to the rules, I will preside over this duel with fairness and impartiality. Now prepare yourselves. I feel like this is not going to be fair, but anyway. The absurd fictional metaphysical duel ends with a fraction of a second. The victorious prisoner receives 10 shiny golden pills, while the loot collapses to the floor. Why is everyone screaming? The crowd erupts into chaos, Octavia's cries rising above the noise. What's going on? Mr. Julio, he's having another seizure. Miss Erd, please, Julio needs your help. Octavia, you know this is all part of the randomness of fate. The randomness of fate. She doesn't argue back as she usually would. Instead, she stands frozen in place as if stunned. What's the matter, Miss Octavia? This is an emergency. I require your assistance. Answer me, Octavia. Why are you trying to change Julio's fate? I'm sorry, I thought she wanted him to live, but okay. Because no one should die like this. I don't want him to die. Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him. Her voice cracked, leaving only the sound of her stifled sobs lingering in the air. What's wrong, Miss Octavia? How's his condition now? Miss Octavia? She remained silent. After a long pause, she casted heavy stones into the bottomless water. Miss Erd, Mr. Julio is gone. He left us the moment the duel was over. How could that be? Seizures can potentially lead to irreversible brain damage, but how could it happen so fast? A precious life gone so quickly, swept away by something so senseless, lost in a nonsensical duel. What exactly is this so-called Congress? Some kind of punitive system unique to Kamala prison? But how can someone's life be decided by something so absurd? Are we simply meant to surrender to a fate so twisted, no matter how absurd it is? Is it so irrefutable that this isn't the fate I seek? It's a distortion of it. It's my fault for not finding a better way. I used to think Mr. Julio didn't care about anything but his own novels. I never imagined my ideals would mean anything to him, but he was the first person in La Sociedad to support me. But that really was an irreversible fate, a fate granted to Mr. Julio by the Die of Babylon. I cannot read. The Die of Babylon? Her question is left unanswered. The host of the salon goes on. Julio has stepped off the endless staircase and reached the silent water. He has become a calm water dissolved into his own pond. Let us offer our blessings, our silence, our farewell to this martyr of fate. And let us imagine that Julio's literary career was a happy one. Heavenly imagined, but okay. Now remains deathly silent, no applause, no response. A life was taken, and that's all you have to say? You really don't care whether we live or die, do you, idealists? And all of you? Don't any of you have anything to say? Why are you all just standing there? If we hadn't kept rejecting the physician's treatment, maybe Mr. Julio wouldn't have... Rejecting? How ridiculous. You have no clue what the demon in human skin is capable of. How he'll reach into your mind and mold it like clay, reshaping it until it becomes your prison. In the realm of fiction, fate, unreality, the dissolution of the ego is inevitable and irresistible. Therefore, we must not resist the ending dealt to us by the Die of Babylon. Do you even know what you're talking about? I've never truly understood you, idealists. I will find a better way. I must rewrite this tragic tale. The idealist is like someone I would find in a Stephen King novel. Side by side with like Pennywise in him. Yeah, without doubt. Be interested to figure out exactly what his potential evil story would be. If you disagree, then leave La Sociedad. I will not have our great poem disrupted by an offbeat syllable. Besides, your tedious talk of social responsibility should have been purged long ago. Modern Latin America belongs to the visceral realism. You're too ignorant to even attempt to seek it out. Pennywise before his clown era. Hold on. Actually, I can kind of see it. This was before it, and then he ran away, right? He ran away and then started a little bit of like the circus biz. But the circus biz didn't really work out with them, so he kept the outfit, but decided to become the Pennywise clown in order to fulfill his true desire, to strike fear in all of town. That's one interesting headcanon. Exactly. This, that right there is, that'll be interesting before the Pennywise. Wait, are we ending up to becoming the novelist? Hold on. Are we being influenced? What a ridiculous, laughable man you are. Yes, I see it clearly now. It's your tyranny that has driven everyone to ruin. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not leaving. I will establish a new literary movement right here in Comala. Right here in La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. And we will use our literature to rescue the inmates who suffer all around us. I've had enough of your condescending, stone-hearted ego and your pompous sophistry. You only bring misfortune upon us with this constant rambling about that visceral realism. I hope I have never see you again. Miss Erd, we have to get you out of here. And the second around, this maniac might just doom us all. Did she run away or did she get tackled? Because it sounded like she got tackled. Or she ran away. Only the physician, the true overseer of this prison, can save us from this situation. Please join the society, Miss Doris. Help us build a renewed Sociedad de Poetas together. I've already spoken with the jailer. As long as we follow the rules and help them manage Comala, we'll be free to discuss literature. Forgive me, Miss Octavia. While I truly appreciate your kind offer, I'm afraid my conversation with the physician must remain private. Why? Please answer me this question first. For what you've seen, you'd say this prison is circular in shape, yes? Yes, it is. You tell me, at the center of this structure is there a watchtower? What? Impossible! You guessed it exactly! And our destination is somewhere inside that watchtower. How did you know? I had such a lovely time here, so much that I almost forgot what I came for. Which is precisely why I must put an end to this cruel farce masquerading as fate. Do you intend to rebel against the watchtower's gaze, just like the idealist? You misunderstand me, Miss Octavia. That inescapable gaze and the permanent theme of fate that opposes to the truth I speak. I've no choice but to meet the administrator that young lady spoke of. You've decided to save the people here with your own hands in your own way, and so have I. There are things I must face alone. Though she is well used to death, the pain of Julia's passing still lingers in her heart, causing her to say these words that don't quite feel like herself. I see. Lend me your palm. I'll draw you the way to his office. Good luck to you, and to all of us. Farewell, Miss Octavia. I truly hope all goes well for you in the days ahead. As Octavia retreats, slowly fading into the distance, she quietly adds, and in your journey, finding answers about fate. Oh my gosh! Love that. Love that for ourselves. Looks like it's just a story. What disrupted this era? What unraveled time? The shadow lurking in the ruins answers. Madness! This will be our last one. And then we'll go ahead and look at the Igor. Zildari Bakery. And the otherwise tidy room is covered in fine scratches and small unidentifiable stains. Of course, I would get tongue-tied on that. The smell of disinfectant lingers in the air mixed with mildew. How?
Wait here a moment. I'll report the situation and your request to Dr. Merlin.
I'll just walk in the room.
However, since he's always busy, I can't guarantee he'll agree to meet you. But I'll do my best to persuade him.
I'll just walk in the room. The Jaguar's figure slinks out through the inner door.
Now's our chance, Sinetto.
Our chance? What do you mean, Timekeeper?
It's unlikely that the jailer will let us search the central tower, even in this situation. We should take the initiative and look for clues while she's away.
I see, Timekeeper. I will do my best.
Run! Sinetto swiftly conducts a thoroughly unauthorized search.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Recoleta. Without your precise predictions, we wouldn't be standing here now.
I've watched a little bit of the start, but I haven't watched the entirety of it. It seems cute. It seems interesting. I know a little bit of it, but I didn't really like watch it thoroughly.
I haven't yet grasped the connection between the die, your novel, and what's happening in this place. But
I'll probably watch it another time. I'm trying to get in finish the animes that I've started, like Nier Automata, Black Rock Shooter. What are the ones that I've started already? Windbreaker, Gachiakuta. Like just a few. You know, finish those really quickly, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start like the newer ones, or finish up the other ones. Like I finished Pre-Tier and stuff like that, Clanad, Canon. I just need to finish before I start again.
By process of elimination, it's almost certain that your pen pal, Aleph, is right behind this door.
Sometimes I envy your decisiveness, Vertin.
I'm
I'm sure many people have praised this special talent of yours.
Are you alright? You don't seem as excited as when we first entered Kamala.
I mean, you know. Recoleta holds her gaze on the tightly shut door, uncertain whether she hopes it will open now or ever again.
The all-seeing sentinel of the Panopticon, veiled within the central tower. If it truly is Aleph, I don't know how to face such a terrifying and increasingly plausible reality.
Sorry to interrupt, but Timekeeper, I think you'll want to see these.
Ooh,
Signed
envelopes.
This is a letter from Dr. Doris.
The delicate signature matches the one in the manuscript folder.
Her handwriting, it's as beautiful as I'd imagined. Who is it addressed to?
Aleph.
Dear Mr. Aleph. Aleph?
Oh no, she took your husband.
Looks like Doris and Aleph are acquaintances. Or at least, they've had some correspondence. Dear Mr. Aleph, my apologies if this reaches you at an inconvenient time. I am Doris, pen name Erd, an ordinary inmate of the Panopticon of Kamala. I write seeking your guidance, if you wouldn't mind offering it to me.
I heard from the physician, Dr. Merlin, that you have the answer to every question. A statement which has been echoed by the Idealist and the other inmates. I have something I wish to ask you. What exactly is your role at the prison?
Ooh.
Chief Warden? A secret backer? An observer who dominates the prison? Are you truly the supreme ruler of the Panopticon of Kamala?
Maybe. Just a little bit. The dear opened the next letter, eager to read on.
Dear Erd, I do indeed have answers for every question, including yours. I'm afraid every one of your speculations is off the mark. I am merely an inmate who chose to imprison himself here.
That is Mr. Forget-Me-Not. You cannot tell me otherwise.
And allow me to point out that your identity isn't as ordinary as you claim. Why is it that you, my fellow inmate and guest of Manus Vindictae, are so interested in Kamala?
Dr. Doris? A guest of Manus Vindictae?
Ooh, a muffled shattering of glass interrupts their reading.
It came from inside the room. Do you think they're okay?
No.
The jailer and the physician! What happened?
The door defies any attempt at an answer, sealing all the events from view.
I'm not sure, but it could be bad. Come on, let's go in and see if they're all right.
You better not have hurt our Jaguar. Our Jaguar baby, our Jaguar mama. Jello, more like hello. Can we help you? Peephole. The unlocked door leads to another room, more decrepit, and oppressive than the last. A cold operating table lies in the center, surrounded by scattered bottles and medical instruments.
It seems we've stumbled upon the physician's
room.
The physician's office. I should have known. But is this an operating room? As if this prison wasn't bizarre enough already.
The question is, where are the people? Inside the narrow operating room, the Jaguar reacts badly to their intrusion.
Didn't I tell you to wait outside? What do you think you're doing barging in like this?
We heard something break.
We were just worried about your safety, jailer.
Enough. Get out of...
Quiet.
Ooh. Okay. He says silence! Silence!
The reptilian complex governs all our fundamental functions. Our heartbeat, breathing, fight or flight responses, and our territory and hierarchy awareness. Our primitive ancestors, like reptiles and birds, followed such instincts to survive. Through millions of years of evolution, we developed the limbic system.
Okay, so I'm assuming the guy at the bottom, right there, is Aleph, and the one that's standing is the physician.
This processes emotions and forms memories. It allows us to feel fear, sadness, anger, joy. Our behaviors are given meaning. Now it's the neocortex that makes up more than 2/3 of our total brain volume.
He looks like a statue.
Language, perception, logical reasoning, abstract thought. This is what forms the complexity of human nature. We read, create, perceive. We try to understand both the world and ourselves. We are forever setting goals, one after another. And all this, these multitudes, happens within the confines of the skull, in the tight folds of the crowded cerebral cortex.
Is he performing surgery?
On who?
Such a delicate and elaborate organ.
He looks like he about to put something up on the black market.
Were it unable to forget, what would come of it?
Right. Okay, so I was the only one who was kind of like, if only he wasn't evil.
Can this space, no larger than the palm of my hand, truly accommodate dozens of people at once?
And would, just no questions. At last, the physician sets down his operating scissors and needle, signaling the end of the surgery, yet at the same time, the old machine issues an alarm, signaling that his patient's vital signs are wavering.
What's happened to the patient? It looks like he's dying.
Anxiety rises as the question goes unanswered on the screen. The last waveforms disappear, leaving only the constant flat tone.
¿Fracasó la cirugía?
Nonsense. The surgery was a tremendous success.
Ish.
I have erased his debilitating hysteria and restored order to the Panopticon. What are you trying to achieve by barging in here?
The man behind the operating table stares at the uninvited guest expectantly, but does not give him a chance to respond.
Forget it. The next operation requires my attention. Kayla, show them out. Bring me the next patient in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, Miss Vertin. I'm afraid you have to leave now.
Recoleta steps forward, blocking the path. There's a hint of pleading in her voice.
Please, just let us speak with you. It'll only take a moment. I have something very important I need to ask.
He's not gonna have it. Her question is not given time to take shape.
Important? Nothing is of greater importance than my experiments in the Panopticon.
Experiments. Experiments. He has already...
To ensure they continue, the stability of time and schedule is absolutely paramount.
Experiments in the Panopticon.
Bingo.
So you really are the controller of the prison, then?
Controller? No. What an outdated notion. Superficial, really. The Panopticon has no need for such power, regardless of who occupies the central tower, or even if no one's there at all. Every inmate is both the observer and the observed, both wielders and subjects of power. Achieving such a state requires no physical or violent measures. The structure of the Panopticon itself is the mechanism which sustains it. Kamala is simply a manifestation of this model.
You think he would let me touch his hair? I don't know, this is a random thought. But like his hair, it's just like... just... Anyway.
Once I confirm its feasibility and adaptability, this model can be applied to any functional setting with only minor modifications. So far, it has proven to be far superior to any current system of governance in our world. Transcendental, even. Curse it. Why am I wasting time explaining this to you?
Because...
Time is running out.
I want to hear more. Talk to me. Talk to me. The investigator keenly senses the key within his words.
Dr. Merlin, you keep mentioning time. What exactly do you mean by that?
Really? You need to ask? Even those oily-headed lunatics know it.
Huzzah?
The end of this era is imminent, is
Oh.
it not?
Oh, he is ready. Okay, so he has snitched on the storm coming. Indeed, the word that was so close to being spoken.
You know about the storm?
That's what you call it, is it? A storm that washes everything away? You employees of the St. Pavlov Foundation should know better than I. Soon, this era and everything in it will cease to exist. I must prove the feasibility of the Panopticon model before this place is turned to ruins. Or something even more unrecognizable.
Okay.
A storm that washes everything away? Burton, what on earth are you two talking about?
Don't panic. But the conversation extends beyond even the most imaginative creations of the expiring writer.
No one can predict the era to which we will be reversed. I have seen the eras change time and time again. The transformation of this place, over and over. But no matter which era each of these 9 storms, as you call them, has taken us back to, Cordeismo continues to plague this land. Dependency theorists, martyred revolutionists. I've seen them all. You, young writer, are no different from those intellectuals who were swept away in the rain. There is no romance in this era. Only the repeated cycles of madness and brutality. An endless, meaningless struggle. Only in this forgotten corner can we momentarily escape the plundering of the marauders and the chaos they unleash. Although it won't be long before this place is looted by those oily-headed lunatics, just as it has countless times before on this land as rich as silver.
He mutters to himself. Tell me more.
There is still hope. Even in a wasteland, we may still be saved.
My man is Vindicte!
As long as I uncover the path to transcendentality, I will find the ultimate answer.
AKA what 37 said.
I've already wasted far too much time on you. Leave. Now.
Now! The physician turns away, beginning preparation for the next surgery, organizing his worn-out instruments. So we're not talking about the body on the table still?
You heard him. Please don't press things any further.
All right, Senora, I get it. Obviously, you don't want to discuss my novel with me anymore. So I won't insist upon it. All the letters we wrote to one another.
It's not even Olive.
All those inspiring revisions and suggestions.
That's not even Olive.
I guess they meant nothing to you.
He don't even know what you're talking about. Her voice wavers, rejections, closed doors, harsh critiques. This proves more devastating than all of them together.
But there's still something I must tell you. Jailer, could you please allow us a private conversation with the No, with Aleph.
It's not even him! Hearing this, the physician stops.
Leave us, Jailer. I'll spare these outsiders 5 minutes.
5 minutes is all we need? Let me stop. Let me stop with the fine man. Let me stop. The Draco turns to leave, her face revealing an uncharacteristic sorrow as she lingers with the girls one last time. This time she offers no words. Oh no, like leave us on a cliffhanger. Boo. Y'all wrong for that. I thought we was about to enjoy some tea. Some goodies. Y'all. Let's go to trailer. I'm gonna be sad now. I thought we could let the fine man speak a little longer. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, let me see here. see here. I'll hit that. Okay, so that I'm assuming it has to be. Well, this is Chinese. Would it be the second one here? I feel like it's the second one. Would that be right? I should have hit the. Not the smile. Yeah, okay. Boink. I gotta pause that just really quickly. Gotta get that in a theater mode. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. Let's see what Gucci got for us.
They're holding position at the outskirts of the city. It's almost like...
Like Igor is waiting for us there.
Right in here actually is. Marty's. Oh! Excuse me?
Blood pours across the steppe. So much killing. Haven't you had enough?
Is that a question? Ooh.
You may hide from this battle, but what about the storm? The Cavalry Corps can shelter you forever, Meryl.
She's getting the button.
Many of our soldiers call this land their home. They're eager to see it after the storm.
You expect me to abandon this place?
Oh no, he's not.
But we don't belong to this era.
The Cavalry Corps cannot intervene in local conflicts. You have 2 weeks to withdraw.
I can show you what Earth left behind, Timekeeper.
Why help us?
Because we can.
To atone for our sins.
Okay.
And to defend our home. For that, I'll need your help too.
No.
It isn't about the bloodshed. But if killing Igor paves my way to immortality, then why the hell not?
Timekeeper.
No! I thought he was fine. Oh, there they.
Tales of chivalry have come and gone. But we can still fight. To defend the ones we love and the future.
I feel like Erd is somewhere on a beachside, just chilling, just vibing, just enjoying her life while we're out here fighting for her life.
The color scheme of this medical uniform is excellent. Any wounded on the battlefield can easily spot me from a distance. As for the enemy, don't worry, I can take care of myself. Restraint is part of the training. Let me handle the pain. I will remember your names.
Have you ever heard the first chirp of a bird after battle? No music in the world could sound sweeter. It says another day has come, and that my men and I have survived to see it. History makes judgments. I make decisions. There is no turning back. Всем подразделениям! Вперед!
Wow!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you ready to have a hearty meal?
The banquet will begin soon. Please be at ease.
Oh no, these are just extra stories.
It seems we have some uninvited guests. All who enter my house will observe its rules. This house permits neither malice nor violence.
She reminds me of Druids almost.
En formation. These acts of violence are for peace, not victory. Pray for the living. For peace long forgotten. On ne passe pas.
Solid.
Energy connects us all, like ribbons strung between twinkling lights. Even the most mournful spirit
longs to smile. Hear their wailing carol. Release regret,
a Halloween
and it will
Christmas
shimmer
party.
among the falling snow.
I love that. Ooh. Medicine Pocket. I want him. Medicine Pocket looks so cool. New skins is amazing. It's scrumptious right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Ooh, we got 14 summons. Okay. Nice. Events. More stuff with that. Okay. Gameplay. I have no clue with that. Ooh, did we get like an 8-bit game set too? I'm not too interested about that part. Okay, we get a different island thing. Lots of new stuff, absolutely. Ooh. I think I am more or less interested in the skins. And for Igor, yes, honey. Igor skins, because Medicine Pocket is absolutely my favorite. And it seems like we're gonna be able to get the Sentinel. Or did we miss the Sentinel? They advertised the Sentinel. I'm assuming it's just the skins for the Sentinel. But I digress. I want them all. Can I afford them all? No. But I want them. Ha! So I'm probably going to be grinding out for a hot second, just so that I can guarantee the summon of our undead fiend. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then we'll save for Igor. And the rest of them. Yeah. That was quite intriguing, I do say so myself. I'm also interested to see how they're going to pull off all the extra new things, you know. I feel like it's going to be fairly, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like it's going to be exciting. It's definitely going to be intriguing, interesting. I'm all for it. Nonetheless, Karen and the whole try to be like, why are you trying to hurt me? I'm already dead. Right! Like, they did not have to do him dirty on the horse. You can't do anything to me. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Him on his knees. Still looking mighty fine. But honestly speaking, I'm gonna be mad protective over me mans. You're not putting your hands on him. I love him. Please let me summon. I'm just here. I don't even work here. I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm just passing by. Thank you. You know, why have thoughts bother me from this fine evening? He'd be that chill friend that you have. You know, everyone is over here like fighting for their lives, and he just gonna be walking down the street like, man, that's crazy. So like, I would ask you for if you need any help, but you know, I'm just not about that life. And just keep walking past. Just keep on walking past. I adore him. He's just scrumptious. And check out Morning Lane. Oh, was there? Oh, wait. Is it for the Twitter, right? It's for the Twitter, right? Hold on. Let me do things that I don't usually do. Hold on. Let me see here. See if I can find anything. Yeah, that's correct. Ooh, somebody got a whole English breakfast. Does it just okay? Doink. Let me see here. Just really quickly. Just really quickly. And got the other animation thing. I think this is kind of cute. Capybara. Is that a little smooth 8-bit type of vibe? I'm just enjoying the little animations. I didn't see these before. These are cute. What's this one? She gets a little soda. Oh, wait. I wanna watch the rest of it. Don't make me depressed, because we know they're not even. Anyway. Cinematic. Okay. Her loading. Okay. So this is her. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, here we go. I was looking like, was that it? That can't be it. Ooh, I like this. I thought she had short hair for some reason. I know she had long hair, but for some reason I just remember her having short hair. This pretty. Yes. Oh, okay, and then there's this one. I feel like I've seen this one. But this one's nice too. I like that cyberpunk edge to it. Giving her that little Gyaru type of feel. Nice. It's not Morty sitting on the desktop. She just casually just drop it on you. Yeah, you just wake up and you just see this hauling at you. Like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Don't worry about me. What is this comment? Y'all are so wrong for that. Not the x-ray. This is interesting. I like it. Okay. And then sooner or later we'll get the goodies for the other characters. Okay. This one is still buffering. Cool. The morning is Linnea's teacher. That would be interesting. That would in fact be interesting. Hey, I wouldn't say no to it. That sounds absolutely interesting. Yeah. Linne will be the first season 3 characters. Word. I generally adore. Really excited, definitely. I think I'm more excited for morning, I guess, more than Linne. But honestly speaking, both of them seem mad cool. So I'm not even worried about it. I think we gonna, if we get any of them, that's good for me. That's how I feel. If I get any of them, it's just cool. But do definitely want the guy and translucent girly. Nonetheless, we shall clock out for tonight, for it doth hit 3:30 in the morning. So as always, if let me see, what are we doing tomorrow? PGR. I forgot. He uses a gun and when he uses a great sword like Calcharo. Maybe I can steal Calcharo's sword. Well, no, never mind. He uses like a 4-star. I need to get a better weapon for him. Then I'll steal his weapon and give it to Girly. I wonder who has a gun. Ooh. I have ideas. So tomorrow we're going to be playing Punching Grey Ravens, though. See if we can complete a few more, get down to the story, maybe do a few events while we're at it. Yeah. Just really quickly, nothing crazy. Leave, come here. Please, please. I had like so many summons and not one of them gave me anything good. Like, why? Just why? My heart was broken. Hopefully we get lucky. And I'm gonna save up a good handful of summons. I think I did. Nah, I probably don't have any summons. But hopefully we get lucky and we can finally summon a character that we want for tomorrow. I'm gonna go now. Bye bye. Thank you for joining Port 2. Hopefully you have a lovely, I don't know if it's morning or evening, but hopefully you have a lovely of either of them. Morning or evening, or both. All of the above. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and play a little bit more later on, just so we can get some summons going. If you're looking for me, it's gonna be on Twitter. It's where I most likely will check Instagrams for art and animation related items. I actually have an idea for an animation, so I'm probably gonna make something just very basic. Gotta get myself back into the doodles and everything. I put my tablet away because I have stuffed all my stuff, all my ports for my device, and now I have no space to plug in my tablet. So, and then some of the ports that are free they don't work. So that's great. Huzzah. Nonetheless, the VODs will be up on YouTube if ever you want to check back, because Twitch don't hold on to them long enough. And then you have any miscellaneous videos, Mormon, 7 Days to Die, and I will try to play Once Human. I'm really interested in the game. It's open world and it's survival based, and it has some cool terrain, so why not? They said that's a good, cool story too, so I'll probably play that sooner or later. TikTok, honestly speaking, you're just probably going to just see random reels at this point. I'm 50-50 on leaving TikTok and just keeping with what I have, and then there's a part of me that wants to stick on TikTok, but I feel like the lives are just kind of, I don't know what I've done, but the setup is not setting up, and if I were to connect it right for my multi-stream, then I just can't read any chat. Like, there's always something going wrong. So work with me for your TikTok watchers. Nonetheless, I think I've mentioned everything. Yeah, I think so. So that is all from me. I thank you all who decided to watch. Come by. Don't be afraid to come on by, just say hi. It makes my night, makes my day. You don't have to stick around, but if you do, choose to. The more the merrier. And bring your friends around just to chat, I love a good conversation if I can keep up with it. Or just talk amongst yourselves. Hey, help me out, because I be getting myself stuck on somebody Gate 3. The pain. All the above, But let me stop ranting and saying absolute nothing. I will catch y'all tomorrow for some Punishing Grave Ravens, aka PGR. If it doesn't crash, that is. And until then, that is all for me. See ya.